Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Bart Basie. I'm a CPA, attorney at law, and I've got a doctorate in accounting and business economics from Indiana University. With that, you'll notice, by the way, on slide number 1 that's up on the screen, it says I'm a senior advisor. You know, that means my son, one of my sons, owns the company. I'm supposed to be retired, and they've still got me working, and he's right now flying on a plane with his family. So anyway, I'm glad you're with me. I'm going to talk to you about some retirement situations. It's interesting that I've entitled this, Advising Your Tax Clients in the Retirement Crisis. Not just in retirement planning, but we have a crisis in the United States. And I want to discuss that with you before we get in. I want to let you know what the heck's happening in this country and some easy ways that you can help your client, both from a tax standpoint and a retirement standpoint. And by the way, if some of what I tell applies to you, please feel free to apply it to yourself. I hate to say that you might be the shoemaker who doesn't have shoes for his kids. So you want to take care of your own home if you tell your clients. I'm a firm believer that I will never tell clients anything that I haven't done myself for my family or that I wouldn't do if I had the opportunity to. Very important. Take a look at slide number 2, for example, some statistics that we pulled up. Okay, and we gave you the source. All right, at age 24, okay, 48% of the people on track. They start a retirement fund. 52% of the people are behind times. By age 30, would you believe that drops down to 33%? You might say, Bart, what's happening? We find that as people become more successful, as they start getting more income, they don't pay much attention to retirement. It's amazing how many people say, give me the money today, I'll worry about retirement when I get there. Social Security may not be there, something else may not be there, the society will change. Look, by the time somebody's 50 years of age, only 22% of the population are on track to retire. Why do you think so many retired people are still working? It's just amazing what's happening. And by the time you're 60, it starts jumping back up again. It's fantastic. At age 50, it goes from 20 to 22 to 26% because people are realizing, oh my goodness, I'm going to retire. There's so many people that talk to me about retiring, but they procrastinate. My wife works with me a lot and travels with me a lot, and she says, Bart, I can't understand it. You talk to people, you come up with a plan for them, they've got a retirement plan organized, but then they don't follow through. I'm not an investment advisor, so I'm not going to give you ways in which to invest the money. I'm just going to tell you what the tax laws say and how you can help your clients. If we've got this crisis in the United States, do you know the service you can provide your clients by helping them understand this crisis and what they should do to correct their own individual situation? What options are available to them? Okay, let's take a look. So we want to know, what is a retirement account? All right, basically they fall into 3 categories. For example, a defined benefit plan is causing a lot of cities troubles in this country because, not just cities, but a lot of businesses. A defined benefit plan is where we say, look, when you're 65 years old, you're going to receive $100,000 a year for the rest of your life. In other words, we define the benefit that's going to be received at a certain age. What that means is, whatever the person's age is when you create the plan or when the retirement account is created, enough money has to be placed into that plan to make sure the funds are there at the time of retirement. It's not a good plan for a lot of people. If you're got a doctor, a medical doctor, for example, who's in practice for them himself, and he says, I want to retire, and my retirement guy says I need $100,000, I'm just picking a figure, $100,000 a year when I'm 65, I want that. Well, fine. He's one person, he's got an office staff with him, he sets up a retirement program, he sets limits for everyone in there, and he can put so much money away, 1 year it might be more, 1 year it might be less, to make sure that when they reach that certain age, they'll have the funds there.